Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Christian Django. I'll be presenting this evening with Marie-Paul Charbonneau. And Marie-Paul has been an associate of Max International for many years, as I have. And it's always a real pleasure to share this opportunity with everyone, especially when it comes to our products. Now, folks, what we want to share with here, it's a small segment of what we have to present. We're going to share with you some of our products that are absolutely phenomenal. And we're very, very excited to share this with all of you.
Absolutely, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here with you. It's been a while since we've presented together.
I
So
know.
let's start with health. Most people in the world today are exposed to high levels of pollution and toxins. They suffer from high stress, poor diet, and lack of sleep. These issues are not helping our health. Deaths from non-infectious diseases continue to rise. According to the World Health Organization, the top two causes of death worldwide are heart disease and stroke. Diabetes, kidney disease, and others add to the leading causes of death globally. These trends definitely show us that there are health challenges in our world today. Taking care of our health is critical more than ever before. Health is wealth. We've all heard the saying. And taking good care of our health, Chris, is um,
An understatement.
it's an understatement.
Folks, and this is the point here. And first of all, I want to welcome Sylvie and Lucy and active team. I think that's Tammy that's doing actually welcome, guys. And again, if you're coming in and even if you're staying quiet here, folks, we certainly appreciate you. And by the way, if you like anything that we share here this evening, please do feel free to press the like button. The YouTube algorithm will just give the opportunity to more people to see this wonderful information here, folks. But you see, the overall health depends on the health of your individual cells. If your cells are healthy, our bodies are healthy. It's as simple as that. Would you agree, Marie-Paul?
Absolutely. And you look at the apple and it was like oxidized, and it is glutathione that keeps our cells healthy. After food, water, and oxygen, the fourth thing that every cell needs to survive is glutathione. And tell us, what is glutathione, Chris?
Well, I'm going to turn this over to you. What is
Sorry.
glutathione, Marie-Paul? So, no, that's all good. What is glutathione? So why don't you go ahead and share with the audience here, what is glutathione? Because it's such an important molecule.
Exactly. We produce it, or our body produce it naturally in every cell of our bodies. Okay. It is our body's natural defense against toxins, pollution, and a whole lot more. Every day, there are thousands of attacks on our cells. It is glutathione that protects us against these attacks. Without optimal glutathione levels, our cells cannot stay healthy. And we know that if our cells are not healthy, how can our body stay healthy?
That's an understatement. And when we have optimal level of glutathione, folks, we have so many benefits. And just to name a few, our immune system is stronger, right? It reduces inflammation in the cells. Folks, when you reduce inflammation in the cells, well, inflammation is the cause root of almost every single disease that we face. So the reality is if you reduce the inflammation by increasing glutathione, that's a big, big plus. It helps slow down the aging process. I don't know about you, but I'll sign up for that class, right? We get better energy, better sleep, reduce stress, and better mental focus and clarity. Folks, it also improves our performance, whether it is mental or physical. It gets better stamina, recovery, so you can perform better, whether it is in the gym, the classroom, the boardroom, and folks, even the bedroom. These are all the important aspects. Back to you, Marie-Paul.
I'm glad you said that because I would have gone dancing instead. However, here's some not so good news. From about the age of 20, our glutathione level starts to go down naturally, just due to aging. We usually lose 10 to 15% of our glutathione levels every decade. And we can see that by the time we reach our good old age of 40s and 50s, our glutathione levels are nowhere near where they need to be. Therefore, it's not surprising that we start to hear about health issues, lack of energy, aches and pains, trouble sleeping, and so many other complaints as we see people getting older. Don't you think, Chris?
I totally agree. In fact, if you add the stress, poor diet, which we know unfortunately we're exposed to, right? Toxins, illness, alcohol, and other issues causes the glutathione levels to go down even faster. And remember what we said: if we don't have optimal of glutathione, that's what my Paul shared earlier, our cells are not healthy, right? So the fact is, if your cells are not healthy, then unfortunately your body cannot remain cannot remain healthy. So this is a very big concern, and this is something that we're dealing with everyone is dealing with around the world. So our words are not coming easy this evening. Back to you.
In fact, Chris, there are over 74 diseases and health challenges associated with low glutathione. We talked about diabetes, hypertension, stroke, arthritis, kidney disease, and so many more that are just a few of the health challenges associated with low glutathione.
That's an understatement. I mean, I've seen my parents just evolving when it comes to their health, and I'm grateful that we have these products, and both of my parents are very, very keen and consuming these products on a regular basis, because I know what it does for them, and it's going to give them longevity. But you see, now we've heard how important glutathione is, so why don't we just get more of it, right? So the fact is, there's a bit of a felony out there where in some areas they say, well, take this glutathione soap and it's glutathione pills and glutathione this and glutathione this. But unfortunately, glutathione is designed to be produced inside every single cells. Now, there is an alternative to that where you can get it intravenous glutathione, where you can inject it. But you see, the molecule of glutathione is too big to actually penetrate the cell. But it will have a positive impact where it will roam around the cell, neutralize the free radicals that's attached around the cell, but it will evaporate, matter speaking, right? Dissipate, because it's not inside the cell where it's designed to live much longer to be able to protect the integrity of that cell. So the fact here is it could be a little bit expensive, right? So, and again, it's not everywhere that you can actually have, the ability to inject glutathione. So the best thing is to consume the precursors that we have in raising the glutathione level.
Yes, Chris, you're absolutely right. Max International has found a solution. It's called ribosine. It is a breakthrough in science that raises glutathione naturally within the cells. It is a combination of D-ribose and L-cysteine. The ribose is the simple sugar that our body uses to make energy, and cysteine is an amino acid that it needs to as one of the key components to make glutathione. So you have the ribose that'll wrap around the cysteine to protect it, going through the digestive tract to get it inside the cell intact, where the ribose is now available to produce energy and the cysteine is available to make glutathione. And that's a genius technology as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I totally agree. And here's the gentleman here. See, ribosine was created by Dr. Herb T. Nagasawa. He's an amazing man with over 45 years of professorship who spent over 25 years of his life in scientific research to create ribosine. With over 54 peer-reviewed studies and more to come, folks, ribosine is the most advanced glutathione support available in the world today. In fact, they state it's over 300% more effective than the next best alternative in raising glutathione within the organ cells. So we're very, very, very fortunate. And glutathione is a very critical part of well-being to keep your bodies healthy. If your cells are healthy, our organs are healthy. If our organs are healthy, our bodies are healthy. See, ribosine is truly a scientific breakthrough that solves a real problem in the world today, which we know is a very common problem. And because it is only available through Max International, folks, that gives you and I a great opportunity to share this within your social network. Would you agree, Mary Paul?
Absolutely. And we're so fortunate to have this technology, and it can only be found in Max products. You cannot buy this technology anywhere else. Okay. They are halal certified and approved by the required authorities in any countries where Max is officially open. All our products are certified by the Banned Substance Control Group to have no banned substances. Therefore, they are safe for athletes and all of us to use. So we can sleep at night knowing that what we ingest is actually safe for us. People love our products, and when they try them, they definitely come back for more. And I know you do, Chris.
Oh, that's another statement. In fact, we all do. I just love these products with a passion, and it's so important. And as I see here before you, and there's really two products we want to share with you as we end this presentation. We start sharing. We have some wonderful stories to share here this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, depending where you are in the world. Right. The fact is, Max One, it's actually our flagship product, which contain one ingredient called ribosine. So this is what Mary Paul and I have been talking about the whole time, which is the precursor to elevate glutathione. That's the ingredient. You talk about 100% ribosine here, right? And it's excellent for detox and energy, stamina, stress reduction, mental focus, sleep, skin health, and folks, so much more. You have to understand, this is not medication. This is simply a supplement that contain a precursor to elevate the most important molecule into your body. That's what we have here. And again, with respect, with all the supplements out there in the world, I don't think there is one that measures to what this offers. But here's something even better.
Yes, it actually works, Chris. That stuff actually works. Cellgevity is our most advanced formula because we took the science, the technology itself, and we blend it with 12 synergistic ingredients. Okay, so it becomes our most advanced formula. And those 12 ingredients help support the glutathione production within the cells. You take 2 capsules in the morning, 2 in the evening, and most people, most healthy people, will notice better energy, better mental focus, and less pain. Okay, and reduce aches and pains, because if you have aches and pains, that means you have a lot of inflammation, and that's what this product is all about, to reduce the inflammation, get rid of toxins. And for someone that has health challenges, however, the result can sometimes be life-changing, and we've seen this all over the world. If you're healthy and want to remain healthy, take Cellgevity. If you're aging and want to stay youthful like Chris and I, you want to take Cellgevity. And if you've had health challenges and you're recovering, or you're still struggling with your health and running out of options, by all means, please take Cellgevity. It is important to note that our products are nutritional supplements, like Chris mentioned earlier. They're food supplements. They are taken alongside with your regular medication. And it's important to understand that they do not treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. Okay, all they do is give the precursors that the body recognizes to improve glutathione within the cells. And when that happens, health can be remarkably improved. The testimonies that you will see, that you will hear in a moment, are amazing. We've had thousands of testimonies over the years. We never make promises on what Cellgevity will do for you. We simply ask or say, commit for 90 days and try for yourself, and you'll see what it does in your own body, because everybody's got a different body, different environment inside your body, in where you live, the air you breathe, and etc. Okay, so you'll surely have your own testimony to share in no time. So back to you, Chris.
Absolutely, Mary Paul. And folks, we have thousands upon of thousands of testimonials around the globe. I mean, we officially have distributed these products in 21 countries around the world. But I assure you that there's a lot more countries that are actually consuming these products because of the benefits that it has. And in fact, we're having some professional athletes right now that are very, very attracted to this incredible technology. But at this point, what I want to do is I want to take this opportunity to introduce some wonderful, wonderful speakers. We actually have 2 guests this evening that are going to be sharing. I'm going to bring them, both of them in the same time, but I'm going to be asking Pierre-Jean Galland, who is, he was in the banking industry, is an entrepreneur. I know he owns some Airbnb business. I mean, he's doing extremely well. And I was very impressed with what he has to say and his experience with the product. So PJ, I'd love for you to share your story and your experience around our products. So please go ahead.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chris. I started taking Celgevity and other Max products in August of 2022. So here are some of my top 4 things that happened to me, positive things that happened to me after 6 months, only 6 months of taking Max products. So these are things that I suffered with for years and years and years. And at the end of 6 months, folks, like these things just went away. So the first thing is I had exercise induced asthma and I had to use an inhaler because I was always out of breath whenever I played hockey, if I worked out too hard, or if I ran. And 6 months after I started taking Max International products, I started breathing perfectly, and I haven't used my inhaler since then. The second thing, from January 2020 to February 2023, every week I received pain injections in my neck and my back due to degenerative disc disease and arthritis. As of February 2023, I stopped taking pain injections because the pain and the inflammation went away. The third thing is I have ADHD. I took ADHD medication for 15 years. Those pills cost me about $350 a month. And in
Ouch.
February 2023, I decreased the doses. And as of August 2023, last summer, I stopped taking them altogether. The fourth thing, for 6 years, I took trazodone pills every night to sleep. And now I don't have to take any sleeping pills. And yesterday, I found something out that just blew my mind. I had ITP rather, when I was about 17 years old. So ITP is a rare autoimmune disorder, which affects the person's blood and it doesn't clot properly because the immune system destroys blood clotting platelets. So I was talking to some friend of mine at the gym, and she said that her dog had ITP. So I checked it out on the National Institute of Health database, where there were 17 clinical studies that showed that raising glutathione helps with this condition. So the doctors at that time, this is like 38 years ago, they took out my spleen and they gave me all sorts of different medications. Nothing worked until they took out the spleen. So that's you were talking about earlier about how glutathione levels decrease every decade. But there's also some individuals out there, young people, that also have deficient glutathione levels. So if I was introduced to Max products back then, or glutathione, I probably would still have a spleen today. And the consequence of taking out the spleen also was a precursor for me to having to use the puffer for my asthma. So it's kind of incredible because it all gets back to glutathione, and these ribosine products are just like unbelievable.
Well, Pierre-Jean, really, really appreciate your testimony, and it sounds absolutely wonderful, and I'm grateful that you share this with us because I know that many people listening to this, and folks, I know you might be listening to this today, maybe live, maybe you can listen to this next year, maybe tomorrow, maybe this, whatever that is. These are real people having real results, and Tammy and I, in fact, I'm about to introduce my wife in a minute here. We've traveled all over the world, and we've seen and heard so many familiar stories that PJ was actually sharing. So thank you for sharing. So at this point, I'm going to share this. I'm going to turn this over to Tammy. Tammy is my wife, and we've been using these products for decades. And every single day, we take these products religiously, and my wife is very keen on staying fit and eating well, having the right supplements. So Tammy, if you don't mind sharing your story and your experience with the products.
Absolutely. And PJ, wow, I can't believe the results that you've been getting over this time, this period. I remember when we were all in Mexico and you were telling us some of your stories, and then, so many things are getting better for you. So this is fantastic. I love, love, love. I can't say the word love enough. These products. We've been on them, like Chris said, for 17 years,
At least, yeah.
And we won't go without them. They're just so phenomenal. I'm gonna share something different for those of you who are on the session, and you may not even know these things about me. I always had heavy periods. I'm going to talk about women's stuff because I think women need to hear this. And heavy periods, lots of pain during that time, and I also had fibroid issues. And when I started taking the products back what 17 plus years ago, the first thing that I noticed was mental clarity. That was huge for me. But then I started to notice that my period time, the pains were getting less and less and less, which was phenomenal. There's nothing worse than going through all of this. Now I'm going to be 61. And it was about 4 years ago, my doctor told me that I was full blown menopause. By the way, fibroids had literally shrunk down. So it's been phenomenal for me where it comes to women's health. Going through, and then I said to her, I'm in menopause. She said, "Yeah, you're full blown menopause." I said, "Oh, what is that supposed to feel like?" And she started laughing. So I started laughing. I mean, I hear other people go through really crazy challenges. And I mean, the only thing that ever changed for me was being on these products. I've been eating healthy all my life. I've been training all of my life in some type of fitness level. So just these things alone has made a tremendous impact in my personal life. So for those of you who might relate to any of that, you definitely want to give these products a try. Like Marie Paul said, give it a shot. 90 days. Give it 90 days. And once you give it 90 days, you won't want to go off these products. You're going to notice so many things. When you saw the benefit chart, don't think, oh my gosh, yeah, I'd like this to be better. I like this to be better. All of it is going to come into place. Like I said, we've been on these products for many years and we'll never go off. So thanks for having me tonight and sharing some personal stuff that many of you probably didn't know.
Thank you very much for sharing, Tammy and PJ. Really appreciate you guys sharing this evening. So at this point here, folks, listen, get back with the person that invited you to look at this information. Make sure that you order these products. And as Tammy stated, order it for at least 90 days. 90 days to get a full assessment. At least try it for 1 month, but I recommend 90 days. And there's better prices when you buy it for 90 days. So again, get back with a person, try the product, tell them I'm interested in trying these, and just go ahead and order them. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. So Marie Paul, thank you so much for presenting with me this evening. And I look forward to the next time we present together.
It's been a pleasure, Chris. Until next time.
Okay, folks. So happy Easter. I know that it's Easter weekend that's coming here. And in 2 weeks, we'll do these presentations. And every 2 weeks on the Thursday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern time, we do have our channel. Just come back to this channel and just take notes. And they're always pre-booked. And so just make sure that you take advantage of this. And one thing I do recommend is invite some folks to come and listen to this because you can really make an impact in someone's lives. So have yourself a great evening and happy Easter, everybody. And
good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.